Yo, what's up, Gemini community? So Bethesda is at Gamescom this week, and I wanted to show the opening night and Todd Howard on stage and just see the little teaser that he did address with everyone and kind of kicked off the night, and hope you guys enjoy. A live action trailer? Okay. Hello? Bro, what? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Ooh, the music, man. Bro, this is... what? This is so cool. Yeah, music though. It's like custom cover Rocket Man. Let's go. Yo, that was sick. That was actually sick. I'm so excited for this game, man. It's so sad. Like, I mean, it's exciting, but like...
ever so close, and Inan, thank you so much for that spectacular performance. Really appreciate you coming all the way for this. It's true, in just over a week, fans will start to play Starfield in early access on Xbox and PC. Well, I've been lucky enough to start playing it. Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right, well, guys. Okay. Thank you.
Bro, get him out of there. What the heck?
Really disappointed. They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing.
Bro, they have like 10 security guards and the dude's still out there? Bro,
it's really
what?
disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're going to move right on with the show. We've got a lot of great games to show you.
Bro, that's crazy.
Really, it just
like
so
every showcase this happens.
To me to see something like that happen tonight. We're here to celebrate games in this community and how much they mean to us. So without further ado, I want to move right on with the show because we got a lot to show you. And the good news, Gamescom, is we have someone very special here who can be here to talk about Starfield. Please join me in welcoming to Opening Night Live in Gamescom for the first time ever.
He's over here, GTA, bro.
Greatest creators.
Sit down.
The director and executive producer.
Is it
of
God
Bethesda
Howard?
Game Studios. That's
Is it the
right,
man himself?
Todd Howard, everybody.
Ooh, dude, that's a nice jacket. Is it just a pen? I thought it was like embroidered. Oh, it actually that's sick. Actually, yeah. Man's looking good. The man is looking good.
Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom. We have a lot to talk about with Starfield, but first of all, is this true? This is your first ever time at Gamescom?
This is my first Gamescom, and you were right. You said how great the crowd is here.
That's huge. Good, yeah, good on them. Good on them for getting there, doing all the promo for the game. Like,
and just all the fans that come here for the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, you know, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years. So if I was going to come, you know, it's for Starfield.
Well,
let's go.
We all welcome you
That's
to
awesome.
Gamescom in Germany.
That's awesome.
And we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access. Set up for people, why did you want to make this game, Starfield? Why did you want to create a new world?
You know, I think like a lot of gamers out there, we have dreamt of a game where we look to the skies and we can blast off into space and explore. We love to make games where we can
Bro,
explore
the new
these
wallpaper
worlds. We've
too.
done,
It's a little
the Elder
background thing.
Scrolls and the Fallout series.
So sick.
But we wanted to do something brand
So cool
new
looking.
where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. It's a game we've always wanted to play that we think a lot of people wanted to play as well. It's kind of that dream game.
Yeah,
A dream
I wish I
game,
could talk
huh?
about it, but it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to jump in.
1 week, man. 1 week
you did bring
away.
some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater. Tell us. I know you've been sharing a little bit about the game, but I know there's a lot you want people to discover when they play it. What did you bring here to Gamescom?
Yeah, it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat theater where we're actually showing the beginning of the game, and you start out as a miner, and you touch this artifact that affects you in some way.
Which
where you
we've
see
kinda
it bit
seen.
into space-time, and then you get to create your own
Dude, the
character. Our
gunplay,
games are
I
about
can't get over it,
creating
dude.
and
The
being
game looks
whoever
so
you want,
good.
and
The
then
gunplay
you're
looks
off on
so
adventure.
good.
Yes, let's talk a little bit about this adventure. I know, people have been wondering kind of what the main quest line is going to be after you create your character, which is something that I know. I saw even someone on the internet this week created you, I think. Did you see that? Someone tweeted out a picture. They somehow figured
I
out.
see a lot of things on the internet.
He's like,
Well, the thing is, I think you could literally create
It just
whatever you want and
works.
then enroll yourself into this adventure. And tell us about sort of how the adventure starts. What can we expect?
Well, you jump off, you're joining Constellation, which are the last kind of group of space explorers like NASA meets Indiana Jones searching for these artifacts. But the story goes a lot of places. The game has a lot of surprises that we haven't talked about. I don't want to spoil them here.
Yes.
But
1
really,
week,
really
baby.
happy with how the story turned out and where it goes.
Yeah, it's such an epic experience, and you and your team have done so much for this industry, and the fact that you guys have worked through COVID building this and coming on the other end, we're so excited for everyone to get a chance to play it. So thank you for all you've done for our industry, Todd. Everyone, Todd Howard.
Thank you. Can't wait for you to play the game.
Bruh, the stage,
Thanks so
everything
much,
looks
Todd.
good.
Really
I just
appreciate
want
it.
more, man. I just want more.
We did get to see quite a lot of Starfield. You had a new trailer last night at Opening Night Live. Todd came on stage to chat a bit
Yeah,
more
he
about
did.
what that opening sequence looks like. that
Not
players
for
can
very
expect,
long,
but
though. I
why
was
don't you
hoping
catch
a
up
whole
us,
thing,
catch us
but-
up more on the news of the day, really, for Starfield.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say, I am a few weeks away, whatever the number is, 6 or 7, from 24 years at this company. That is the best trailer we've
That's-
ever made.
that's
and,
awesome.
And I
That's
will
awesome.
have words with anybody who says otherwise. It is my favorite thing. I had absolutely nothing to do with that trailer. Full disclosure, that is my team. That is Aaron Losey's team going out and making that happen. And
That was a crazy trailer,
the tone
yeah.
that it hits, the way that it hits that feel of not just what it's like to play the game, but sort of the hopefulness, the lifting others up. I think it's brilliant. But it's not just that. It's, hey, we've got wraps for your Xbox console. Something Xbox has never offered that look really great.
Yeah, it's like a cell phone sleeve. I
we've
was
released
like,
a bunch of new wallpapers.
interesting.
That,
I just
desktop
feel like it would
wallpapers
like
and phone
overheat your
wallpapers that have been
Xbox.
made.
That's what I'm worried
we're
about.
now
If the
in
thing
point,
like
I
covers
said last
everything,
night to
you know
the
what I mean?
folks,
I don't know.
after dinner, like
We'll keep
there's no
eyes
emergency
out, you know?
break anymore on
We'll
this
see what
launch,
happens.
folks. Like we're a go whether we're ready or not. So everybody, like, make sure your seatbelt is fastened because this is happening, and it's there are very few chances. Todd and I try and reinforce this to our respective teams as much as we can. You don't get many opportunities at a game like this. Games
No,
of
this
any
is
kind,
huge, man.
Is a
Yeah.
finite number for
that's
anybody in
awesome.
development or publishing, but
It's just
for
so
something
cool to
like
see
this,
them
for as
so
special
excited.
as it
Like,
is,
I
for as long as I've
understand,
been
like,
here and to
it's
see
their
what these different
job,
launches
and, like,
are, you can tell when something special is happening, and I think
They always
Starfield
take
is
this
that,
approach,
and,
but
I really have
I don't
tried
know.
to
Just something
emphasize
seems
to our
different, and it's
teams,
like you see them actually
amidst all
excited,
of the hard
like
work,
genuinely
please find
excited.
time to enjoy this because you never know when you get another chance to be a part of something as special as this.
Talking about the stewardship
That's
you
awesome.
and Todd have over this team to bring something like Starfield to players out there, and it often gets described as, it's an open world game, but that feels like a bit of a disservice because it's not just the one world, it's thousands that we can explore and just sprawling open world
1,000
experience
planets.
across like a real good portion of the galaxy. I mean,
Todd
what is it
Howard,
like to
I don't
actually
know,
have to
man.
lead a team on such an endeavor as that, where it's grand scale that we've seen and all the detail as well.
Yeah, I mean, as you
Look at
as you all
those
have seen,
sky
as you
boxes,
watched
though,
how
dude.
We talked about Starfield. It really required us to push
Gnarly
ourselves
shout
in
out to
terms
you,
of
man.
How do you get the rest of the world to wrap its head around a game of this size and scope? I mean, it is literally. It feels when you're playing it almost like there are a bunch of different games inside of one game, and I get to decide how much time I want to spend in a way that you haven't really seen in a Fallout or Skyrim. I mean, those things are still, I can spend all my time just picking flowers in the Elder Scrolls. Like, yes, you can, but it doesn't feel as
We're gonna
wholly
pick
different
flowers.
as like
That's it.
the entire space game that exists, the entire live on a planet, just like the freeform exploration, the combat, the which factions taking sides, the player. it's just amazing to see it all, how it all comes together, but explaining that to folks in a way that is digestible. It's how you end up with something like Starfield Direct, which, I mean, it's basically a feature film that we created just to explain to folks and to talk to folks about, not just explain what the game is, but do it in a way that I just thought was really authentic. And
yeah, and the Starfield Direct was so good. I feel like they did such a good job with it.
Think about playing it. And seeing the way that resonated with players, I think was really special.
One thing that really grabs me, I think, is the love that's being poured into like Radiant Quest systems and just allowing those new and unique experiences for people to have, no matter where they are in the galaxy, whether they are just flying around in space, whether they are out there just maybe mining some rocks or looking at new fauna, flora, etc. It's a really cool way to involve them in new stories that they perhaps weren't searching for, but now they're being like collided into, and it's just juicy. You want to dive.
And then because we made an irresponsibly large game, we take it to another level that I think, and this is one of the things I'm looking for. We've seen it ourselves. Like I was just talking to a couple of folks from our Benelux office who were like, they've both played, about the same amount of time, like 40 hours or 60 hours, but their experiences were like, we didn't do any of the same things at all, like not even close. And just with that, and then the whole like locations aren't the same for every person. Like what you and I find going to explore this planet, I can't just tell you should go here and land here and find this. Like, yeah, that might not be there for you. Like you get to find and have an experience that truly feels like your own in a way that I think folks are going to really enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bite of that in the Starfield Direct, like you mentioned. I mean, Jamie Mallory literally coming out and saying, "Oh, well, hold my sandwich. I'm grabbing them all here," and it does speak to that unique way that every player can tackle whatever situation they do come across, or even just back down to character creation, and that jumping off point of deciding, here's what I'm going to start off as. I have no idea where that journey is going to take me and how it might change me as a player.
And I can't wait to hear what you guys do as well, Like, I don't know, man. Like, chat's going to be awesome because you guys are going to be popping off and telling me stuff that you're doing. And, like, I don't know. I think it's going to be such a fun and cool experience.
I don't play like I would. Like, I don't play like I'm about to when I get back home. Where like, okay, now I'm going to start like this is Pete's
You got a job to do right now.
Up to this point, it's been Bethesda's character. And sort of the way I've approached it is sort of testing. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been interacting with our players playing Bethesda Game Studio stuff for a long time. So we know how they think. And I talked to Jamie after E3 and she's like, I don't get this. Like, why is this such a thing? And I said, Jamie, what you did is you tapped into the silliness factor that like you sort of tend to forget. Like you talk about Starfield and but it's still fun. Like it's supposed to be about fun, and you put your finger sort of right on the pulse of the kind of nonsense that our players love to get up to, because we make a game that is about freedom, right? Like we embrace chaos. We give players more freedom than I think in a game like this than people really dare to in their games. Like that's part of what makes.
I mean, if we can want to collect sandwiches, we can collect sandwiches.
That we have to do a lot of work to make sure like this doesn't break, this doesn't create problems. But the payoff
we're breaking it.
And, like, what players are allowed to do.
We're breaking it, so you don't have to
spend all my time doing something as ridiculous as this.
There they are.
Like if that's what you want the game to be about, that's what you should do. But we want you to go and push and try all of the different ways, because it's really not about like our story or how we want you to play. It's about how you want to play. So when I play, I spend time like, I'm going to spend a week and not land on a planet. Like, what's it like to just be in outer space, spend all my time in outer space, landing on star stations, derelict ships, doing all this stuff. And then I'll be like, okay, now I'm going to go land in this city, and I want to see how long I can spend not leaving this city. Like, how many factions can I find? How many quests can I do? And I'll get to decision points where it's like, look, you're about to, like, you have to pick a side here. And I'll make a save, and like, I'm going to play this way, and I'm going to go 2 hours down the road just to see, like, how does that feel? And then rewind and play it 2 hours the other direction, just because I want to know, like, what should our players expect? How does this, and just trying to do that in as many ways as possible. Just land on a random planet and just start walking. Like, what's this like? How fun is this? And the more of it you do,
that's the only thing. It's like, well, how fun is that?
In this version of the game alone, like if you don't even touch it, it's crazy. And like my one piece of advice
so
to
excited.
folks is, do not ignore your activities. Like that's almost it feels like throwaway stuff that the game is giving you. Like There is some amazing stuff in there that doesn't even feel like a real quest, but like will take you to some amazing places and amazing stories.
Yeah, see, I
We encourage
love
you to
that,
play
dude.
this like
That's
any
very Fallout
TGS
to me.
game,
That's
which
very
is
like
do what you
miscellaneous
want,
Fallout
go where you
quest to
want,
me.
Test the game, you know, be the kind of player, the kind of person you want to be.
Like the kid in the fridge. The kid in the fridge, you can sell them. Like that interaction is so cool, and so many people have never interacted, like had that experience. Like those little things.
To express themselves in this game. It's going to be amazing.
I got one more question I just have to ask you. 'Cause
Okay.
I know you're a fan, but are Arsenal going to win the league?
Yes.
You heard it here. Thanks again, Pete.
Gotta believe.
Remember though,
Bro,
you
Heinz
guys
is like, I
can
gotta
play
say
Starfield
something.
Day and date on Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass starting September 6th. But if you can't wait
Let's
that long,
go,
like me,
dude.
early
Let's
access is going to kick off on
go.
August 31st.
I'm excited. Guys, thank you for watching Gamescom. Thank you guys for hanging out while we kind of recap some of the Bethesda stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed it.